niet alleen de overwinning behaalde, maar zich tevens plaatste voor de kwartfinale van de strijd om de Europa Cup.
Volleyball has evolved immensely over the span of 122 years. I'm Remy.
And I'm Malia. The both of us are year-round volleyball players, and as year-round volleyball players, we are constantly learning more and more about modern volleyball, but we had little to none information on its history. As a product of our curiosity, we have created a documentary on the evolution of volleyball.
Volleyball was invented in order for elder people to be able to play a sport. It was called mintonette because it was a mixture of badminton, tennis, basketball, baseball, and handball. People liked this invented sport because it was physically less invigorating, so older people could still participate and stay in shape.
Volleyball isn't just a super competitive and fun sport. It has a lot of physical benefits as well. The sport helps strengthen and tone muscles in many parts of the body, such as legs, arms, back, and core. Volleyball improves your reflexes, coordination, and balance.
Alright, so what do you like about volleyball?
About volleyball, like playing or coaching?
Just like playing, like what do you like about it in general?
I think one of the things that I like about volleyball is that it's a team sport in a really confined area. So I think that there's no other sport that requires that much coordination between players because they're in such a small area and things move really fast.
Yeah, okay. My second question is, what do you notice about the athletic ability of players evolving throughout your coaching career? Like, that's pretty much the question I was going to have on to, but...
I think that over time, I would say generally, players have become a little bit more athletic. I think some of that comes with just a bigger emphasis on training and a better understanding of training. Obviously, the evolution of online media gives a lot more information out there. I would also say though that I see more injuries now. So I think there's more overuse injuries, and I think that hopefully it'll move in a direction that's a little healthier.
Okay. And last question is, have you ever witnessed like rule changing, and do you remember what rules they were?
There are lots of rule changes I've witnessed. So when I first started coaching, that they were still playing side-out scoring, which meant you could only score when you serve. So games were played to 15, and if a side-out was just a side-out, there was no points. And then there was the introduction of the libero or libero, and then there were all these net changes during club. So for a while you couldn't touch the net, and you could touch the net, and now you can't touch the net. So lots of different rule changes as the years have gone on.
Okay. And do you think some of them are like good things or like bad things?
Yeah, I think for the most part they're good. I think that, good and bad and everything. I think the introduction of the libero at the higher level definitely introduced longer rallies and more emphasis on defense. But I think it got in the way of potentially some younger players developing. I like some of the net rules, again, extending the rallies, making the plays longer. But the center line thing was a little safety issue, I think. So I think they're always tweaking it, trying to make it better, and for the most part it has.
Okay. And the most important skills that someone can learn from volleyball is teamwork, communication, and mental toughness. The mental aspect of the game has become way more intense. Many coaches, not just from volleyball, say that this is the most mental and team-reliant sport. Significant rule changes that got altered in the 1900s was the height of the net, which rose up to 7 feet 6 inches. Games ended when one team reached 21 points. The amount of players on a team changed as well, and all players received their own numbers. The volleyball's weight was also changed from 9 to 10 ounces. Just like how the rules changed over the years, the uniforms changed as well.
In the 1900s, uniforms for girls started off with wearing a bland jumpsuit and simple running shoes. Then, as time progressed, they upgraded to wearing skirts with shoes and a t-shirt. This style was conservative and inefficient while playing due to the lack of movement.
Fortunately, in the 1930s, Adidas and Nike began developing specific shoes for volleyball. After the creation of volleyball shoes, spandex was invented, so players could have more range of motion due to the stretchy elastic material. The first time volleyball was brought into the Olympics was for the Tokyo Games in 1961. But before the sport made it in the Olympics, it had to be approved by the FIVB to be able to be an Olympic sport.
Do you think volleyball players are becoming better as time progresses?
Yes, but not because people are better now than they were, but certainly we know a lot more about what things work and what things don't. Coaches in general have learned a lot about training methods, both on-court and off-court methods, and a lot of different things have been tried over time, and so there's kind of a better idea of what works and what doesn't. It's all a little bit circular. New coaches try old things, but for the most part, we're seeing much better volleyball play at every level, both indoor and outdoor, from 12 and unders to Olympic players, as far as I'm concerned.
Perfect. What do you like about volleyball?
I like everything about volleyball. I started volleyball because I just enjoyed playing the game. But if I could pick two things to specify, the first thing that I like about volleyball is it's truly a team game. All team sports require good teams to win. You can't win on your own. But in volleyball, you can't even play on your own. Mm-hmm. In some sports, if you're the best player, you can hit a home run without the rest of your team doing something or dunk a ball. But in volleyball, you need a teammate to do something good for you to do something good. There's just no way around it. And I love the true team aspect of it. The other thing I like about volleyball is that it has sort of different ways to play, and you can enjoy it all your life. You can play doubles outdoors with friends for fun, and it can be competitive or it can be relaxing and picnic volleyball. But it really is a broad sport that can be enjoyed in many ways from one to the other and for your whole life.
Yeah. What do you notice about the athletic ability of players evolving throughout your coaching career?
I'm not sure the athletic ability is changing, but kind of related to the other question you asked me. Training is getting better. I think more athletes are being drawn to the sport. So because of volleyball's popularity, maybe I am noticing an uptick in the athletic ability. But I don't think it's changing over time because people are changing. I think it's because volleyball is becoming popular and training methods are getting better. So an athlete who played volleyball in the past might not do jump training on the side or weight training, which they might not be as able to hit a ball as hard or jump as high. So the same athlete is going to look a lot better now than he or she would in the past.
Volleyball is continually played by 800 million people around the world. It is considered a fun sport that any age and level can play.